Part 2. The Suitors Feast in Odysseus' Hall. Inside the royal palace of Ithaca, burning torchlight flickers against the tall stone walls of Odysseus' great hall. Warm firelight dances across the long wooden tables covered with overflowing plates of food, and expensive dishes taken from the stores of Odysseus' household. The palace that once symbolized honor, wisdom, and order under King Odysseus has now become filled with arrogance, greed, and disrespect. Dozens of powerful suitors from across Greece gather inside the hall every day hoping to marry Queen Penelope. Clothed in luxurious robes and glittery jewelry, the arrogant men feasted endlessly inside Odysseus' home. Believing the great king would never return, they waste the kingdom's food and riches without shame. Servants carried nervously around the crowded hall, refilling goblets and carrying heavy trays of food. Half-eaten meals covered the royal table, while laughing echoed through the palace halls. The palace echoed with music, laughter, and reckless celebration of the suitors. The suitors consumed Odysseus' food and treasures every single day, as the palace already belongs to them. The empty throne of Odysseus silently watches over the chaos consuming the palace. Some boasted of their wealth and power, while others mocked the missing king. The empty throne stood in silence while the reckless celebration consumed the palace around it. Once the throne Odysseus stood as a symbol of wisdom, strength, justice, and leadership. Among the noisy crowd sits Telemachus, son of Odysseus and Penelope. Unlike the arrogant suitors, Telemachus still respected the honor of his father's kingdom. He watches helplessly as the suitors insult his father's memory while wasting the wealth of his kingdom. And slowly, anger begins to grow within him. Though still young and uncertain of himself, every laughter, every spilled goblet of wine, and every insult spoken against Odysseus deepens the frustration grin inside the young prince. Meanwhile, the suitors saw Queen Penelope only as a path toward power and the throne of Ithaca. Queen Penelope remains trapped beneath the constant pressure of the suitors, who demanded she choosing new husband. Yet despite the growing chaos surrounding her, she refuses to abandon hope that Odysseus might still return home. The torches continue to burn against the cold stone walls, carrying a silent witness to the pain and corruption spreading throughout the palace. The palace of Ithaca no longer feels like a place of honor. It has become a kingdom consumed by greed, arrogance, and ambition. Beneath the music and the laughter, the shadow moved through the great hall as greed and corruption slowly consumed the palace of Ithaca.